Hey guys, awesome work so far. You're 2 weeks into your Tone 28 program. You've absolutely smashed it so far. I'm really proud of the progress you've been making. So I received a few emails from you guys concerning the meal plans. So obviously there's 2 weeks worth of example meal plans in the recipe guides. And that's exactly what they are. They're example plans. So now what you need to do, okay, is just tweak them a little bit. So give yourself a bit more variety. So this plan isn't just one-dimensional. Okay, so we give you a kind of guide, use it as much as you can, but now I want you to try and make your own choices with things. Okay, so I want you to stick to the basic rules that I spoke about with you guys in the kind of memberships area. If you go through some of the nutrition and mindset videos, so basically try and stick to your good carbs at breakfast, your lunch, and your dinners. Ideally, have most of your carbs at breakfast and lunchtime. So morning time before you train, it might be this week you have porridge. So it's a great carbohydrate source, slow releasing, and maybe have that with a banana, okay, before you train. Then after, when you get home, maybe you choose to have another snack. So that could be anything from some of the example guides. It could be one of those peanut butter cookies or frozen protein ball, or you could even have some boiled eggs. They have 3 boiled eggs, then that way you've got a bit of protein there too. Come to lunchtime, if you stick to kind of having just protein and vegetables, and maybe a good carb source as well, depending on the day. If you're having a low carb day, then have your porridge for breakfast with your banana before you train. That gives you energy, and that way you burn everything off when you train anyway. Then lunchtime, because you already had your carbs early on, good carb source, pack out your lunchtime with a good protein source. So it might be a chicken breast, it might be salmon, it might be fish, it might be turkey, it might be beef. There's so much variety of protein sources out there, or it might be beans and stuff as well, and tons of vegetables. So pack out your lunchtime with good protein source, tons of veggies. Okay, that'll leave you full for longer too. And then in the evening, because you already had your carbs at breakfast time, have maybe something like an omelette with loads of spinach, avocado. So very little carbs, but high protein, high vegetables. That'll leave you nice and lean as well. Okay, on your high carb days that is, if you aim for kind of so a good carb source in the morning, so that might be porridge. Lunchtime you might have sweet potato with your protein source and your vegetables, so it could even be something simple as just jack potato, sweet potato jack potato with tuna, with some sweet corn and loads of veggies or salad on the outside. At dinner time, again, I want you to have another good carb source. So this just replenish your energy source, so you're not always just like there and feeling flat out. Okay, so in the evening you might have some brown rice, and you may have, let's say, chicken tikka, and use maybe one of the example recipes in the guides. Okay, I hope this helps. Feel free to drop me an email or a text if you're struggling with things. But this guide is really just to kind of get you in the habit of kind of prepping your food. Try and stick to as much as you can single ingredient food. So it's really simple, just the protein source, a good carb source, vegetables. Honestly, if you stick to just that alone, keep your mindset with, okay, that's protein, that's a good carb source, then my veggies. At most meal times, you'll be absolutely smashing it. Okay, try not to overthink things, it doesn't be too complicated. Okay, so like I said, maybe porridge at breakfast time, really good carb source. Lunchtime, have your veggies and protein. Again, be adventurous with it. It doesn't have to just always be like stir fry. You can have maybe different baked fish. You can have different chilies with loads of vegetables. Again, it's for you to play around with a little bit too. It's not just that one-dimensional approach where this is a meal plan, stick to this. Okay, this is a rough guide, what we kind of want you to aim for. If you use the recipe guide alongside the Lean Bible eating plan together, and that way you can kind of put things in, take things out, and play around with it. It doesn't have to be, oh, I missed out that ingredient from that recipe, so you panic. Try and keep things simple, okay, and keep everything going. You're doing amazing. Focus on all the good stuff you have been doing. Okay, so whether that's training a bit harder, that's not a word. If that's training a bit harder, keep that going. Okay, if you've prepped a few meals, keep that going and keep trying to increase that. Okay, the easiest thing you do with the prep is literally cook a big bulk. Okay, there's a video up on the membership site again, how to prep your food. So, like I said, porridge breakfast time, lunchtime. You might want to start on the start of the week, cook tons of chicken breasts up in like a pan in a wok with loads of vegetables, and that way you've got lunchtime sorted for most of the week. And then dinner times can be something really quick and easy, like an omelette. Sticking to that, making that simple, you really push forward things. But keep up the awesome work. We're really proud of your progress so far, and we'll be in contact soon.